All right, so this is for all of you grade 9s going into grade 10. So we've talked about all the classes that you need to take when you're in grade 10, grade 11, and grade 12. But now you actually have to go in and make your course selection. So that's what this video is. It's going to explain to you how you're going to do that. So first things first is you need to go to the Esterhazy High School website. And once you're there, there is a tab on the top bar, Programs and Services. You're going to click that and then go to this square MSS or My School Sask. Now you're going to use your login. So this is like the login that you use to get into everything at the school, like Chromebooks or to the computers. But you're going to use at gssd.ca to log in, and your password is capital GSSD204 exclamation. So it's going to look like that. Okay, and then we're going to log in. So we're going to use Kane's account today. There's some information here that you can look at, but for our purposes, we're going into My Info. And again, some more information here, transcript, schedule, your current schedule, your attendance records, but we need to go into the requests. That's what we want. All right. So you will see here that all of the classes that are required for grade 10 are already posted in the primary requests. In fact, if you go to the select button on the side, you can't even uncheck them. They are there permanently. However, like you know, you do have some choice when it comes to certain classes. So we're going to go to the select math. And you can go up here. It has that chart that we've seen on the other presentation, the math workplace or the pre-calculus and where you can go from there. So for the math classes, you really do want to make sure that you don't close any doors. If you, the recommendation always is to do the highest level math that you can possibly do. So talking to your grade 9 math teacher about, you know, where you stand, what your abilities are, what your strengths are. If you want to, if you're good at math, you might also still want to select, you know, the apprenticeship math as an elective choice if you would like. If you feel like I don't need that, I would rather take other classes, that's okay too. Just remember that we do want you to take the highest level math that you can possibly take. And for some of you who are maybe more trade bound or you know you struggle with math, the workplace apprenticeship math might be the most appropriate choice. Again, without closing any doors. If you're planning on going to university, chances are you might need this pre-calculus 10 math, even just to do foundations, the foundations route. So that's this one here. So something to consider, something to definitely look at and ask your current teacher about and make a decision that way. Now, these are the first alternative or alternate requests is the grade 10 electives. So we're going to go into that first. And these are grade 10 classes that we offer at Esterhazy High School. Now, something just of note here is that you want to pick about 3 to 4 additional elective choices. Because right now, if you pick both maths, you have 8. And we want you have to pick a minimum of 10, but we would actually like you to pick more options than that. Just because certain classes we might not be able to fit you in because there's a conflict, and this gives us a little bit more flexibility. So please do look at the course descriptions, what these classes are all about. Ask the teachers who teach them what the content is. And it gives you a lot of room to explore your interests. Remember to pick classes that you are interested in, not necessarily that all of your friends are interested in taking, because you're the one who's going to have to do the work. So you want to definitely be picking classes that are right for you. Now, this is just something to point out as the alternate 1, alternate 2, and then the priority. So for you guys, we're just going to hit like the check mark buttons. So Art 10. is visual art, and this is something that you want to take. Now, let's say you don't necessarily want to take art, or like you do want to take Art 10, but if you don't get it, this is your alternate choices for that class. So maybe if I don't get into art, I wouldn't mind taking commercial cooking. Okay? You don't have to necessarily have an alternate option, but maybe if you can't get into either of those, band is your second alternative. Okay? But if maybe you definitely want to take band, check band here, and you can fill in the alternates or not fill in the alternates. We're just testing out the waters this year to see how it places people when we do select those. So maybe for a couple classes, do select an alternate 1 or alternate 2. Okay, so there's plenty of choices here for grade 10. Now, something to point out is that because we are probably still cohorting for next year, it means that most of you will not be able to fast track your maths, sciences, or humanities because we cannot place a group of grade 10s in with a group of grade 11s. So what this means for you is that only a very few select classes would be mixed. The only class probably in the sciences category would be Computer Science 20. So if you have a real strong desire to take that class, you can select that one, or if you know that you want to take it eventually, you can pick that class. Some other classes that might be cohorted, like not cohorted, or like we can combine some of the grade 10s and grade 11s, would be in the 20 level classes. So band is likely going to be combined. Commercial cooking, construction carpentry, choral, communications media, any gym classes would be probably combined together. Again, those practical applied arts, yeah, those are the types of classes that we're looking at that might be cohorted together. With grade 10s, 11s, and possibly 12s. But they're very few and far between. Not many classes are offered or going to be offered like that. So again, just keep looking at those grade 10 electives. More likely is the class. But if you're, creative writing is probably going to be an independent class. If you really want to take that, go ahead and select it. And the office and admin will decide whether or not you are allowed to then take that class, or because for whatever reason, because they aren't combining, or if that's a class that they can offer an independent study for, then they can do that. Yeah, hopefully this gives you guys some ideas. Please do explore those grade 10 options. There's a lot of classes that you can take in grade 10. You don't need to start taking grade 11 and 12 classes. You will have so much more choice in the grade 11 and 12 years to take all of the classes that you want to. So use this time and use the opportunity to really explore your interests by taking a wide variety of the grade 10 classes that we have to offer. Good luck making your course selections, guys. If you have any questions, I will be around to answer them. And good luck.